Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Snohomish High School Gym, where tonight we are going to face the Kamiak Knights. This is the 4A challenge here between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Knights. I'd like to welcome everybody in here to watch this broadcast live. Appreciate that if you are enjoying this broadcast, that you let your Snohomish administrators know that it is a great value to you, and so that we can continue this. We're working in partnership with them right now to try and get some internet so that we can do all the schools. And anyway, here we are. Ron, how are you doing tonight there?
I'm doing good, Todd. We're in the Panther Den, I guess, with the band playing quite loud here tonight.
Panther Den, yeah.
As you said earlier, this is a face-off between Snohomish and the Kamiak Knights. Both teams coming into this game with a fairly even record. Snohomish is 4-6 overall, 2-2 in 4A North. Kamiak doing 5-6 overall, 3-3 in 4A South. Each team looking really good up till this point. However, both teams suffering a little bit of injury in their players. Snohomish having two players out, Madison Pollock and Kelly Harwood. Madison Pollock's out with a tonsil removal operation, which will keep her out for a good 6 weeks. And Kelly Harwood has a torn ACL, as I understand, and will not be playing for probably 6 weeks at least. So.
Wow, that's just really devastating to the Panther club. I mean, Madison, she's one of the leading scorers, and so is Kelly. I mean, it just is devastating.
Yeah, so that should make a big difference in how they play, and see some of the other girls can step up and take their place. So for
we got Kelly's sister.
Kelly's sister is here, yeah.
Yeah, Shaylee, she'll step up there and she'll do a good job.
Yeah, Shaylee should do a good job. She did in the past games we've done. So Kamiak as well has a couple girls out. Taylor Adcock primarily is out for the rest of the season, bringing up a couple girls off the junior varsity, Jamie Byrne and Alexi Morris. So should look for big things out of them tonight.
With Katie Brandfold, right? Katie Brandfold is new. They're number 3 up there, up top.
On here?
Yes. No, for Snohomish.
Oh, on Snohomish, yeah. Katie Brandfold's up there. Yeah, she wasn't up here at the last game, so she'll probably see some action tonight.
Now, we had a chance to cover the Kamiak Knights, their girls against Jackson.
We did. We covered that Jackson game against Kamiak, and Kamiak came off of that game just getting beat by several points. But Snohomish came off of their last game against Jackson with a real tough game. They were 49-47, lost by 2 points to Jackson. Kamiak losing to Jackson 75-53. Didn't put up quite as big a numbers on them. But Kamiak coming off their last outing with a nice win over Lake Stevens, 47-44. So they're on a roll right now, and Snohomish is coming off a loss. So we'll see if winning or losing makes a difference in this matchup here tonight.
Well, I was impressed with what we saw there out of Kamiak against Kelly, and team over there at Jackson. So I think that they'll put up a pretty good fight. But having both teams down a couple of players, it will definitely affect their play tonight.
It will. So we're getting ready for the national anthem here. So swing that camera maybe up to the film. Take a break.
Well, there we go. Pledge of Allegiance. And the, do they call it the Pledge of Allegiance now, Ron, or is it salute to the flag?
That's a Pledge Allegiance.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
I'm trying to be politically correct. I don't know some of the terms nowadays. You put your hand over your heart still, though, right?
You can put your hand anywhere you want, as long as you face the flag.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting ready for some good basketball here tonight, and the Panther Cave, and that band is just bringing a lot of noise to us here. So getting ready for the tip-off, the one and only tip-off in basketball today, girls, boys, professional or otherwise. Start the game with a tip-off.
We're going to do a couple of shout-outs tonight. The first one, try to do this a couple of times, but the Brandvold family are watching from Kalispell, Montana, grandparents.
Well, that's a nice cold place to be this time of year as the Panthers bring the ball down court. Looking to set something up on the inside. Working inside to Tara Bush on the floor. Looks like it was knocked out of bounds. Over there be Panthers ball inside. Ball into Shaylee Harwood. See if she can pick up the slack for her sister tonight, who's not going to be out there.
She probably feels quite a bit of weight on her shoulders.
Shaylee to the hoop. A nice drive-in layup and
there
makes
it is.
So you talk about Shaylee picking it up, and she scores right out of the gate. So
Absolutely.
for two for Snohomish here. As Kamiak girls bring the ball down court. The shot from the far side by Emily Pillman. No avail. Taylor bringing the ball up again. Down inside to Madeline Smith. Madeline looking to shoot, does not shoot. Tosses over off the rim. Ball back out in front to Shaylee again. And move. Snohomish not getting good action on the ball. Almost an over and back call there. Ball back into Bailey Armbruster trying to set something up. Back over to Shaylee Harwood. Inside. Tall girl over the top. There's a shot by Bailey Armbruster.
Bailey, she got her own.
Got a rebound. Did not make the shot. Did not get the second shot off. No score that time down for the Panthers.
Bailey Armbruster, I've seen her. She was really involved the last game we covered here.
Yeah, she's a go-getter. She'll be in there a lot. Kamiak looking for an inside shot, up and in by Kaylee Hamill for two. Look for Kaylee to score some inside there. She's a good-sized girl, can take up some space in there and got some good height. Panthers on the far corner down here, looking inside. Ball tipped away, recovered again.
What are they playing, a little zone?
Madeline. Yep, Kamiak in a 2-3 zone here. Panthers having a hard time getting the ball down, looking on the shot clock down to 2-5. Oh, that's going to be a foul, pushing foul in there. I think probably on Katie Brandvold. Let's see who. Hold on.
Selena Taylor.
Oh, I was on the wrong side, yeah. Selena Taylor got the foul. It's a turnover for Snohomish. Kamiak with the ball, this end of the court. Well, shot underneath there on the rebound is Selena Taylor. She'll go to the line shooting two.
Did I tell you we have a fantastic camera person tonight?
Well, who's on camera tonight, Todd?
Sarah Elvig. Are you kidding me? This is a family event.
I like it. Sarah's doing a good job over there. Selena puts the first one of those in. Ellie Fitch in for Snohomish. Oh, knocked out of bounds by Kamiak.
White ball.
Panthers take the ball in out of bounds under their own basket. Shaylee bringing the ball up over to Hannah. inside to Ellie Fitch. Yeah, Ellie travels in there a little bit, so another turnover for Snohomish. They're leading in the turnover column so far, 2-0.
I don't think you want to be leading in that column.
Not the column to be leading in. And behind by 1 point in the shot basket column. Nice inbound.
Oh, that almost got away from her.
That was another foul against Snohomish. Shaylee Harwood trying to drive and got fouled. That's going to be a no-shot foul. Katie Brandvold coming into the game for Panthers.
Oh.
Inside.
Did they get the basket?
Number 23, Selena Taylor for 2. And fouled on the attempt. Could be a 3-point play here for Kamiak as they move out to a 5-2 lead. 4:31 left in the first period, and she drops the second one. Nothing like making the 3 points the easy way. Shaylee bringing the ball up.
I think Callie, not Callie, that's Shaylee.
Yeah, Shaylee.
Shaylee must be like their designated ball handler because I see her anytime that they're bringing it across, she's the one who's got it.
She's the point guard. That'll be her job, yep.
Oh, thanks for that. A point guard, that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Okay, good.
And go back to Hannah, back to Shaylee. Shaylee needs to get a shot off inside the two-point lane.
Boy, that was almost.
That was a shot clock violation. Neither one of those two shots hit the basket. Kamiak pushing hard up the court, going to go all the way in, and no foul, no trouble in there. Somebody got fouled. Madeline Smith got hit in the face, but she seems to be all right. Again, Kamiak in the 2-3 zone. A little pressure out front. Oh, another turnover for Snohomish.
What makes a 2-3 zone there, Ron?
2 out in front by the top of the key, 3 down low would be a 2-3 zone.
Maybe we'll have a little basketball 101 today.
Oh, that ball's tipped out of bounds by Snohomish. After Katie Hamill missed her layup there, she got bumped a little bit but didn't get called for foul. Katie's going to take a short break here. Kamiak inbound under their own basket. Going to be a turnover for.
Took too many steps on that one.
Well, Kamiak will catch up in the turnover bracket if they keep that kind of stuff up, but they got them in the scoring bracket. 6-2 Kamiak, 3:12 left to go in the period here as Kaylee again brings the ball up the court. Looking to set something up here. Working inside to Ellie Finch. Over to Katie Brandvold. Katie's looking for somebody inside. Back to Shelley. Playing a little catch out here with the front guards. There's another turnover for Snohomish, and it's going to be a foul. I think that's going to go against Shaylee.
Is that her second? Oh. It was on Katie. I didn't see.
It was on Katie Brandvold. Yeah. It was on one of them. Probably on both of them. They called it on Katie.
Sorry, Grandma and Grandpa. She didn't mean to do that.
She didn't mean to do that. Kamiak with the ball up top of the key in, looking for the cutter. Throws a bad pass over there, trying to get the ball to Margaret Slack. Margaret Slack usually scores pretty good for Kamiak, and so far has not been very effective. I don't think she's made a shot off yet.
Well, but Bailey got out there. She was pretty aggressive about trying to block that pass.
She did. Get Katie Brandvold back in and Bailey Armbruster out for Snohomish.
Who'd they switch out?
They got Katie back in there. Katie Brandvold back in.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Margaret Canetta trying to do something with the ball and almost throws it away. Need to get a shot off, and it's a bad shot. Shot clock violation. That'll go down as a turnover for Kamiak. Not very good ball handling for Kamiak that time. Kind of unusual from the way they started out this ball game. 2:15 in the period left to go. You don't see Shaley bringing the ball up down to Katie. Back to Shaley. Inside.
I think they need to adopt the shot clock in baseball.
There's a three. Katie Brandvold for three. Shot clock in baseball? I don't think they shoot in baseball, do they?
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
A
Batting clock.
A pitching clock. They actually
Whatever
do.
that is.
They do in professional. They have some timing things going on there. So they can't take forever. Looks like that might have been another turnover for Kamiak off her foot. Shaley over to Katie again. Back to Shaley. In the middle to Ellie Fitch. Back in the middle, Ellie Fitch under the basket. Misses an easy layup, gets her own rebound, shoots again, and gets fouled. Ellie will go to the line to try to tie this game up here. A minute 29 to go. Snohomish 5, Kamiak 6 in this first period of action here in the Panther Den.
Panther Den. Not the Bear Cave.
The Bear Cave, the Panther Den.
What about the Wolves? What are they in?
Wolves are in caves.
Timberwolves. What are they? They're
live
in caves too?
They live in caves. They live wherever they want. Wolves.
I thought they got Wolf Den. The Wolf Den.
They got Wolf Den. They got Panther Den. They got
Bear Cave.
Bear
There's no
Cave.
bear. There's not a Bear Den.
Not a Bear Den. All right, misses both of those free throws out there. Unable to tie this score up at this point. Kamiak bringing the ball back down the court here. Elena Marino bringing the ball in for Kamiak. She's open underneath, but they missed her. Margaret Slack down. Back to Marino. Shot clock winding down to 5 seconds. Somebody needs to get a shot off here. Shot clock violation. Did not get the shot off. That's twice in a row down the court. Kamiak has not gotten that shot off.
That's showing some good defense then if they can, the twice in a row.
It is pretty good defense. Snohomish should be proud of that. So.
What was Snohomish running their defense? Are they running 2-3 also?
Pretty much, yeah. So Shaley's still running the show here for the Panthers. Out top of the key into Katie. Katie down the corner to Madeline. Madeline back out to Shaley. Inside, force pass into Ellie Fitch, but she gets fouled trying to get to that ball. So that will be foul number 2. Team foul number 3 on Kamiak. Snohomish ball underneath the basket. Inbounds play, opportunity to score here. Right in, easy jump shot. Nice pass to Madeline Smith for 2. And they not only tie the game up, they go up 1. 7-6 Snohomish. We wind down the end of this period here with 20 seconds on the clock.
She almost lost that one.
See if Margaret Slack can get in there.
2 shots.
She drives to the hoop, and she's starting to get a little more aggressive now, like I saw her play against Jackson last week. So expect to see some more out of her as this game progresses into the second period here. So Margaret at the line, see if she can tie it up, and she does with the first one. 16.4 seconds on the clock after the shot to see where the score will be at the end of 1. Margaret misses the second one, so we're tied here. Snohomish not seem to be in any too big a hurry to get the ball down the court. Shot clock dropping down to 7 seconds here. Back out to Shaley, over trying to get a shot off. Shaley shoots it from way deep and rims out.
Oh, boy, that was close.
A good attempt by Shaley to make that shot. So
Kaylee's a pretty good shooter too.
7-7 at the end of 1 as we make a pretty fast quarter of that. No timeouts by either team, as I recall.
That was pretty quick.
And we were a little bit late starting that game, if anybody was waiting for us to get started, because the JV game went into overtime. And if you're interested, Snohomish won that by 2 points in the first overtime and made a lot of happy smiling girls on the Snohomish side and not so happy smiling girls on the Kamiak side. But
no, but that's right. I think the Kamiak, they were behind the entire game, and they brought it up, tied it up, took it into overtime. And the thing about that was is they had a lot of momentum on their side, hitting a couple of threes, and they just kind of fell apart right there in overtime and couldn't get anything done.
They got the shots off, but they didn't get them in. So that's the way the ball bounces, as they say in basketball.
Ball bounces. That's right.
All right. Who we got sponsoring us tonight there, Todd?
Well, I'd like to thank right out of the gate Kathy Salvadolina. I think most everybody here in the stadium probably knows Kathy Salvadolina, Windermere Real Estate. Go to kathysalvo.com and or call 350-0020 and
talk to Kathy.
That's right.
As we get underway here, Alina Marrero brings the ball up. Margaret Slack looking to drive the baseline and drives and gets hammered going up for the basket. No foul call. She gets the rebound back out again. Shot clock down to 12. Marino drives the layup, missed off the rim.
I don't know if that was really called a shot there. She kind of just threw that up there.
Yeah, it's kind of anything that goes toward the basket, these kids call a shot. Charlie brings the ball back over to Hannah. All the way across court.
Oh, she's wide open.
3-point shot. Rebound off. Hannah Branson missed her shot. Rebound, Kamiak running down the court here as Marino trying to set things up over to Margaret Slack. She's got the lane. She didn't take it. She probably didn't know she had it. She's got it again. She can maybe take it this time and try the center. And she does up the center and gets her shot blocked. She's lucky she didn't get a foul there trying to go after that ball, but did not get one. Snohomish comes up with the ball as Shaley again brings the ball up at the top of the key over to Katie. Back to Shaley, trying to go inside to Madeline Smith, see if we can get something happening with the tall girls inside. Oh, rebound, ball recovered by Kamiak. Margaret Slack with that rebound. Kamiak bringing the ball up. Margaret's in the middle open. They don't want to give her the ball. Give the ball to Marino. She turns, fires up, drops it over the top of the rim. Did not go. A nice attempt by Alina. And that's the ball on the court. No turnover, no travel. Good work by Shaley not to travel on that ball right there. Katie and Shaylin playing catch out there. Shaley looking to drive with a flying jump shot that was way short of the basket. Kamiak coming back up the court. Alina Marrero trying to set something up. Far side. Out to Margaret Slack. Looking to go. She's got the lane trying to go in. Passes out. Number 33. That's
too much.
Monique Canda, excuse me. Not an A in there. Monique Canda. Timeout.
Who took that?
No. Not timeout.
Or, oh, yeah. Good turnover.
It's a turnover. I didn't see who did that, but Kamiak putting a little pressure on the backcourt now. Trying to make something happen here. A lot of times this full court pressure works pretty good. It doesn't collapse. And this time it doesn't, and it does involve in a turnover against Snohomish. Kamiak bringing the ball up again.
Wow, that was nothing but net there.
Nothing but net. Nora Abelhoza.
Snohomish says, nope, we can't let that happen again.
Snohomish taking timeout as that 7-7 tie moves to a 10-7 lead on that three-point shot by Nora. Timeout Snohomish here. 5:01 left to go in, which should be period number 2 on the clock, but doesn't say so. But I remember we already had period one.
I've got it right on my scoreboard, and I'd like to thank Wesco Septic. You know, Lou and the boys over there, they do such a great job. They can, I was in his office just yesterday and talking to him, and he was talking to a client about how water was bubbling up out of his lawn and what was going on there. He's very helpful. If you got something, question about something's going on, your smells or something, awescoseptic.com. Give them a call.
You got water bubbling up out of your lawn. You got something going on, man.
You too got something going on.
You got to take a look at that.
I think they'd be happy to help you with that.
Somebody should be looking at it. Shaley inside to Madeline Smith. Almost a turnover by Snohomish, but I think they're going to run it down on the court.
Wow.
And it's going to be called a jump ball.
Should have had Tim here for that one because I
Yeah.
could talk the chicken wing, the
Chicken wing,
wrestling move there.
Referee Don Johnson over there making that call tonight.
Don Johnson, is he from Miami Vice?
He's Miami Vice, taking time off to referee this Snohomish Kamiak game here tonight, Todd. He's a multi-purpose individual. also did the game last night, Mount Lake Terrace Fraser Peak game. So that is a shot clock violation against Snohomish. That was interesting. I don't think they knew the shot clock was running as Kamiak brings the ball up court here. Aaliyah Marrero. That's not Aaliyah, that's Nora Abelhausen running this show out there now. And out to Nora, taking that shot for 2. Tora for 3 and Tora for 2. I think we got to give the ball to Nora. Ball back to Shaley. Kamiak in a full court press, trying to put the pressure on her. Drops it off to Madeline. Madeline back to Shaley. Over to Katie. Still haven't crossed the center line. Finally do. Back over to Katie. Back to Shaley. Shot clock running down to 5-6. Trying to get a shot off. Need to get one in there and knocked out of bounds by Kamiak. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have a really good inbounds play here as Tara Harms-Bush comes out. Get Ellie Flitch in.
Who?
Ellie Flitch. There's the shot. They get the ball in. And unfortunately, Alexa Morris fouled her on that shot. And I believe that was a 3-point shot attempt. And no, it's a 2-point shot attempt. He says she's going to get 2 shots. So Bailey Armbruster going to the line here, shooting 2. First one in the air, off the front of the rim, barely got there, no good. Hannah Burnson into the game, giving Shaylee Harwood a much-needed break. Quick rest, she'll probably be back in here before this half is over.
Well, she's been doing a fantastic job out there.
Bailey laps the back one off, gets her own rebound, retains possession for Snohomish. Ball back out to Bailey. Bailey trying to drive the baseline, gets the ball knocked away from her. Shot clock down to 18. Snohomish ball inbounds underneath the basket in the corner. It'll be Hannah Burnson throwing the ball in to Bailey. Bailey. Oh, and there's a steal by Alex Morris for 2, and another turnover for Snohomish. This time they beat the press rather quickly, but that's going to be a traveling foul against Bailey Armbruster. Actually, should have called a foul. I just called a travel turnover. Could have called a travel and a foul. Hit his choice. Either or, one or the other. Inbound to Nora here for Kamiak, trying to run the setup here. Inbound to Margaret Slacks, going to the hoop. Throws it up, not a good shot. Gets it, rebound and shoots it back up again. I think that foul is going to go against Madeline Smith. No, it goes against Hannah Burnson. So Hannah with her first foul. Madeline Smith. Margaret Slack makes the front end of that one. Making it 15 Kamiak. 16 Kamiak as Margaret drops the second one. This full court pressure is kind of rattling Snohomish here as they get the ball across the court this time. And it's a throwaway by Snohomish.
Back. That's the only foul I know right there, so that's why I have to call it when I see it.
Over and back.
Yeah.
It's a turnover. And it's timeout again, Snohomish. Going to settle something down here. 2:44 left to go in this second period of the game here tonight in the Panther Den.
Well, we're locally here. We're right down here by Fred's Ale House. You been down to Fred's lately?
I haven't been down there lately, but I think I'm going down there tonight. This sounds like a good thing to do.
Man, I'm telling you, and there's some good food down there. Not only do they have like the most beers on tap, and some great
appetizers, nachos, and the hard stuff.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to. I think it's what kind of hard stuff is it, Ron? That's what I'm trying to think of.
They got some good scotch, some single malt scotches. They got some anything you want to drink on the hard stuff down there.
They're known for their I think for their scotch, right?
Yeah, they have some good scotches. Probably got some good single malts on the shelf back there if you just ask for it. So
anyway, they're right down there on First Street.
Got my favorite beer down there, Black Butte Porter.
Black Butte Porter. Love that.
Sammamish coming out of that quick timeout here. Snohomish. Sammamish is another city. Been there too. See what they figured out in that timeout there. How to beat this press. So
I think they figured something out. They're gonna do something here.
And they thought they were going to get the ball out of bounds, but the ball's going to go to Kamiak here. Interesting. I thought they called the timeout. That was a surprise to me.
2 minutes, 39 seconds left.
Nora tried to force a pass inside. It was knocked out of bounds by Snohomish. Should be Kamiak ball underneath the basket. Jamie Byrne throw the ball inbounds to Nora. Bringing it back out to the top. Try to set something up here for Kamiak. Bad pass. You're too short to throw it through the tall girls there, Nora. Luckily, she got it back. Lane's open. She slipped and went out of bounds here. That was Jamie trying to make something happen down there. Ends up a turnover for Kamiak. Presses on again. Let's see if Snohomish figured out how to beat it. This time they aren't across the midline yet. Shaley just drives it across with her Mustang four in the floor. Throws up a shot, misses.
Boy, it looked good though when you see her go up and good looking jump shot.
Good looking jump shot, did not go. Ball off Kamiak. Snohomish ball inbounds under the baseline. Shaley with the pass inbounds to Madeline. Madeline over to Bailey Armbruster for three. .152 in this second period here as Madeline Slack drives. She got fouled but did not get called. Letting some stuff go on those drives in there. A little body contact's not getting called. So this game's not a free game anywhere. There's a shot by Hannah Burnson. Rebound underneath. Bailey Armbruster got the rebound, made the basket. Will shoot one, bringing their score up to 11.
Do we mention that we're going to have Kelly Harwood on at the halftime?
We're going to
coming back from the half. We're going to
come back from half. Before we start the second half, we're going to try to get Kelly Harwood in here and tell us how she feels about not being able to play tonight. I'm sure she doesn't feel very good. Bailey misses that free throw. Turn that into a three-point play as Kamiak brings the ball up here. Got Nicole trying to make something happen. Oh. Selena Taylor thought she was going to break, but she threw it behind her, so turnover for Kamiak.
They wound up passing to somebody out there in the hallway.
Yeah, turnover went out in the hall. Ball into Madeline Smith, over to Shaley trying to beat this press again. Back to Shaley. Shaley will drive it up to the front just all the way. Let her get too far, but she got it across. Ball back out to Katie. Back to Shaley. All the way across to Hannah. Inside easy to Madeline Smith for two. That was a little defensive breakdown by Kamiak.
I'm pretty impressed with Katie's play tonight. You know, she just came up.
Oh, there's a nice little play in there. That was Alexa Morris for two. 30 seconds left on the clock, 28 on the shot clock as we try to push the ball across the court here for Snohomish. Looking inside. Easy shot inside, gets her own rebound, misses it. And Madeline Smith gets the rebound and puts it in with 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Oh, and she's going to get called for a travel. Alina Mario didn't like that call, but it was a travel from up here. 4 seconds. Ball inbound by Snohomish. Shaley going to get across the court and fire long, trying to get the ball down court to Ellie Fitch, but knocked out of bounds by Kamiak to end that second period, first half of the ball game here tonight in Snohomish High School Panther Den. So
it is. I thought it's pretty evenly matched. I mean, it's probably because we've got so many people out right now, but good first half. Go back in and retool, and I'm sure that somebody's going to come out and be a little bit more dominant in the second half. Make some adjustments on that, but it's a good thing.
Certainly possible it'll change, but I think it's going to stay pretty close all the way to the end. The only thing I can tell you it's interesting right now is this is a very, very low-scoring first half, 15-18. Both of these teams generally put up in the neighborhood of 40, 50, 60 points a game, and they're nowhere close to that tonight. Snohomish High game for them is in the 60s, so they're way down there. Anyway, we'll take a short break here and be back in about 10 minutes, and hopefully we'll have that interview with Callie Harwood.
could go over and tell him that you're going to try and do an interview with Callie. The guy with the trombone. He's pretty good about it. Well, just don't yell into the mic, because you don't have to. Be able to hear, but I can hear. Right, at about, yeah. I'll adjust it up here. Here she is. Oh, no, she's gonna try and come up. Go stop her. Get the camera on, yeah.
Okay, we're live here at the Snohomish Bear Cave with Callie Harwood. Callie, you got something wrapped around your knee there. What's that all about?
I partially tore my PCL.
Partially torn.
Yeah.
So how long does that put you out for?
The doctor said 2 more weeks, but hopefully less. So.
Only 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow, that's probably a good break. I thought that would be like a 6-week thing you'd be looking at.
So hopefully I'll be back for districts.
Pretty good. I know it's noisy in here. You're going to have a hard time hearing me, but they're going to be able to hear us on this okay. So tell me about how you think this first half went. What you think you would have done if you'd been in there?
We kind of were slow offensively, and I think that we wouldn't have as many shot clock violations if I was in there playing offense. But defense, we just need to stop the drives, I think, more too. But this half, we're going to pick up the intensity and be more vocal on defense and helping. So, yeah.
You guys are going to probably do a little more pressing on the inbounds plays?
Yeah.
So last question for you. What did you have to say to your sister that she ought to be doing out there taking up the slack for you?
I just said that she has to want to win and score more. Yeah, because with Madison and I out, we need to not have such a big deficit scoring-wise, so we need Shaylee to step up and score more. So that's what I told her.
Okay, well, good luck to your team in the second half. We'll hope to see you in a couple of weeks at best.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good.
That was Callie Harwood. It's good to talk to her. Good to see that she's feeling all right. Getting ready to start off the second half here. 20 seconds to go. Got the band. Very loud band, but good sounding band. Hey, Ron, you know, we're in the Panther Den. We're not in the Bear Cave.
Yeah. What did I say, Bear Cave?
You said Bear Cave.
Wow. Old habits are hard to break. I've been in the Bear Cave too long.
Yeah, I think, boy, we're probably going to hear about some of that from somebody. But
it was awful loud to hear there. 15-18, the halftime score as we start the second half. You may have heard from Callie there in that little interview. She said Snohomish going to come out and press a little bit more, play a little more aggressive, and expect to get more shots out of her sister Shaylee. So let's see what happens here as we start this second half. Shaylee's only got 2 points on the board, so we do need to get some more scoring out of her. Kamiak in the full court press, pushing the ball. Shaylee up the middle, drives across, did not get trapped. Got the wide open play and turnover. Oh, not turned over. Scraped back up by Snohomish there. Back out the front to Kaylee, trying to set something up again. Got 20 seconds left on the shot clock here. After that turnover. Looking for something inside. Shot no good. Shaylee with the shot, rebound on the shot at the basket, no good. Rebound by Kamiak. Got Margaret Slack going inside there. Got fouled, got blocking foul. Foul on Shaylee Harwood. one out of the break. Working the ball down the corner. Ball in high to Madeline Smith. Madeline not returning to shoot. Shaley's in the ball to Madeline. Madeline tries to shoot, does not get the shot off, or barely got it off. No foul, no contact. Kamiak with the ball, bringing the ball back up court here. Emily Pullman turns the ball up and out and over. That will be an out of bounds turnover by Kamiak. A little slow start here again. Ball inbound to Madeline. Madeline back out to Bailey Armbruster with a shot, no good. Rebound Kamiak as Nora Albers brings the ball up the court. Over to Emily Pillman, looking to drive baseline, pulls up, thinks better of it. Aubrey Patrick trying to get the ball inside there to Katie Hamill. Not quite within her reach. Turns the ball over again for Kamiak. Turnover's not a good thing. Kamiak still in the full court press, trying to make something happen here for them. Shaley with a little lop pass over and beats the press. Ball down court with about 12 seconds left to go on the clock, shot clock. Not a good choice of shots. Ball rebounded by Katie Hamill. Pressing hard, pushing up the court. Margaret Slack across court. To Emily Pillman, who drove the baseline. Got fouled by third foul on
Third
Bailey
for
Armbruster.
Armbruster. You know, they gotta protect her. She's
not a good
she's a
position
little
to be in
out
this
there.
early. Nice little jump shot, rattles the rim, doesn't drop. Fight for the ball. She stepped out of bounds. Good attempt there by Aubrey Patrick, trying to save that ball from
I
going
think
out
she
of
should have
bounds.
let that go. It was probably
Could have. Never let it go if you can get it, but she tried for it. Katie Brandvold bringing the ball back to Shaley. Long court pass. Had Ellie Fish wide open under the basket. Nobody looking for her. Back out to Shaley. Inbounds. That's going to be a jump ball. Madeline Smith brought that ball down where Katie Hamill could grab it. Jump ball, arrow says Snohomish gets the ball. Inbounds play. Over to Madeline. We're off the front of the rim, shot. Oh, Kamiak with the rebound out of there. Nora makes a long three-point shot. It doesn't go anywhere. Nice rebound by Aubrey Patrick.
there was that same save the ball move there, but this time
It worked.
Got it.
She got the ball back into Katie Hamill, who's going to go to the line after attempting that shot. Foul on Ellie Fish that time, her first. Katie rattles it off the back of the rim and drops it for the score. 19-15, 4:24 in the third period, even though this shot clock up here thinks it's still the first period.
well, at least
We
my
know.
scoreboard is correct.
We know it's this third period. That one rattled and doesn't go for Katie. Shelly Harwood again trying to bring the ball up. Does. The ball over the corner to inside to Madeline, who gets the ball down where Katie could grab it again. And we have another jump ball. This time possession arrow will go to Kamiak. Nadie Bernson's going to take a break here. There's Bernadette Beeman in the ball game. I don't think we've seen Bernadette yet, but
Is that for Snohomish?
for Snohomish. Oh, I think now I know why I was hesitating. Bernadette just played a little bit for the JV game, so she's a freshman coming up here. So she's a junior.
Well, Katie, number 3 there. She's the one that we're doing that Grandma and Grandpa are watching from, what is it, Kalispell?
Kalispell?
Kalispell,
Montana.
Montana.
Yeah.
What a deal. Anyway, she's a freshman, right? Yeah, 9th grader.
Yeah. Bernadette's a junior. So you didn't write that on my sheet. You wrote that on your sheet somewhere. Maybe down there. So, yeah, Bernadette, nice little ball player. I've watched her play through the years here with the workup teams, boys and girls club teams, and she's developed into a really nice player here. Nice to see her get some time here on the varsity floor. After playing, she probably played at least 1 quarter of JV, if not 2. 3:51 left to go in this 3rd period here as Kamiak brings the ball up. Hard pass into the center, not able to be handled. Turnover by Kamiak. Kamiak dropping off the press this time. Shaley inbounds the ball back to Shaley. She'll bring the ball up. Pick him up at center court. Goes to Bernadette, back to Shaley. Across to Katie, back to Shaley. Play a little catch here over to Katie. Katie fires a big 3 off the rim, rolls and rattles and doesn't go. Off of Kamiak, and be Snohomish ball inbounds under the basket. Looks like Katie's going to take that inbound shot, see if she can get a good spin move in here to make a player hit. Over to Bernadette, did not take the shot. Back to Bernadette. There's a shot off the corner there by Katie, rimmed, it didn't go. That ball was off Katie as she tried to recover her own rebound. Kamiak ball inbounds after they get the ball back in from going out in the hall again. Got those hall doors open out there to let the ventilation through, but also lets the ball go out.
Well, I think they actually have some people out there that like to catch the ball. I think they keep stats on that.
They got hall people out there, hall monitors?
They got the hall ball catchers.
I believe that, all right. Kamiak, Madeline Slack trying to figure out what to do with the ball at the high post here. Over to Aaliyah Marrero. Madeline trying to break down the free. Almost a turnover, was a turnover. Katie got that ball. Turnovers not doing good things for Kamiak here tonight. Ball over to Bernadette, top of the post, looking to try to get inside. Bernadette inbounds, tough pass inbounds, not able to be handled there by Tara Harnbush. Out of bounds off Snohomish. Almost went out in the hall again, but not quite, as Kamiak inbounds the ball at the far end here. Nicole Kendrick into. Wow, Aaliyah almost threw that one away. And somebody caused a foul over there. I think it's going to be against Snohomish, probably going against Shaley. Am I right? There was Shaley's second foul.
Did I mention that we're broadcasting live here from Snohomish High School?
Yeah, I think you did. Live. Streaming.
We'd really like to be able to use the school district internet, but we're still trying to work that out.
Well, I think we'll get it worked out before the century passes here.
That is correct.
So, ball inside to Tara. Madeline with 2. Kamiak back on top. Key. Almost another turnover. Was a turnover. Katie's got the ball going one-on-one to the basket. And she got fouled by Margaret Slack trying to get that shot off. Margaret just a little too close, a little too tight on that. She will go to the line. Don Johnson calling that foul on Margaret. That's her first foul for the night. Seeing a little substitution roll here. A couple of girls for Snohomish coming in. Katie misses the front end of that one. And Tara Harms-Bush taking a break. Get Mariah Mock into the game over there. Don't think I've seen her yet. Katie getting ready to shoot the second one up. Nice and quiet in the den, and she drops that one. So.
Now, why don't they get quiet like that when we're doing an interview?
You know, because the band was playing. So 18-19. Kamiak by 1 as they inbounds the ball here. 1:33 left to go in this third period. They finally got the period number right up on the scoreboard as I look back up there. Somebody woke up, one of those volunteers down there trying to do things. Wow. Emily Pillman for 3. That works. Bring the ball down, give it to Emily, and let her shoot. Katie the ball over the far side. Bailey back down to Bernadette. Dribbles, ball tipped out of bounds over by Margaret Slack. Margaret's getting herself into this game real heavy again now, getting her little engine running. A little cleanup on the court over there.
Well, that wasn't sweat, though.
No, it's
perspiration.
Probably fluffs off the bread. Cheerleaders' baubles or whatever you call those things.
What are I don't know.
Oh, a nice steal there from, took it away from Katie, and Katie's going to rough her up all the way to the basket. She got roughed up twice and didn't get called for a foul. I think that she got robbed.
I'm impressed with Katie's play out there. I think she's been quite an asset to bring up from the JV.
Yeah, well, it was Katie Hamill taking it away from Katie Brandvold, and then a fight for the ball as she went up for the layup, but no foul called down there. As Katie Brandvold again has the ball here for us. Snohomish at the top of the key. Down to Bailey, back to Katie, over to Bernadette. Nothing happening here. Inbounds low. Shot clock down to 5. Off the rim, rebound underneath by Bailey Armbruster for 2. Well, Bailey with 3 fouls, contributing 2 points as the clock runs down to 7 seconds here. She's driving and got Emily Pillman driving the lane. Got fouled on the way to the basket with 2.7 seconds left on the clock. She will go to the line. Score 22-20. Kamiak on top. Katie's got 3. Misses the second. Shot clock's going to run down to nothing. I don't think we'd even give her a shot attempt on that. Or a pass. Wasn't even anywhere near Bernadette here as we end this third period. As predicted, a close game all the way. 2 points separates these two teams at the end of the second period here. So,
well, I think they look really good coming back out of the locker room. They're still really evenly matched. I don't think you're right. They didn't quite do anything to make any kind of crazy difference. Very low scoring game, 22-20 here.
Extremely low scoring.
What do you attribute that to?
I attribute that to a lot of mixed shots, but maybe they'll attribute it to a lot of good defense by both teams. That in either case, it's a low scoring game for both of them as they struggle trying to make this work. So we'll see what happens in this fourth period. As always in these games, they kind of run right down to the wire, just like the JV game did, and it could turn out to be an overtime, which nobody likes to play. Everybody gets a little nervous during overtime, but so far we have Katie Brandvold with 3 fouls and Bailey Armbruster with 3 fouls for Snohomish. Nobody in Kamiak is in real foul trouble. Kamiak having only 2 team fouls in this period against 5 for Snohomish, so Kamiak will be in the bonus after a couple fouls by Snohomish if that occurs fairly soon. So we've got Shaley ready to inbound the ball here to Mariah Mock. Our lineup here. And that ball just dribbled right out of bounds into the turnover just like that right against Snohomish. Didn't even get the ball in play. So let's see Nora bringing the ball up. Over here to Allie Morris trying to set something up. Allie, good ball control over to Nora. Back out to Selena Taylor. Selena sets a block for Nora, did not take the shot. Running shot by Alexa Morris for 2. Nice little running layup into the lane there. Kamiak back on the full court trap press, almost a steal. Within an inch, just about worked that time. Almost with the ball down the court. Back out top to Shayla. Ball shot off the rim, no good by Bailey Armbruster. Kamiak into, did not look. Unfortunately, Selena Taylor did not have her head up looking. She had Jamie Byrne wide open under the basket, but ball got knocked away. So Kamiak ball underneath inside over here. Inbounds, there's time for throw. Timeout Kamiak. Just about an inbounds timeout violation. Kamiak coach not letting that happen. 30-second timeout. Kamiak. 24-20, 6:50 to go in this game as we work our way down through this timeout. I'm really thinking about going down to the Rivertown Ale House now.
That would be a good thing. I think Chewy and the gang would love to have you down there.
Yeah, it's getting to sound pretty good. So,
you know, we're covering the girls here, but Brad and Bob down there at McDaniels, they got a couple boys over here too, and they're good sponsors here. If you got home projects that you're working on, whether it's lawn and garden or a little remodel, they got all the stuff there plus the know-how. So go see McDaniels Do It Center on 2nd.
Probably got some good stuff to make your hobbies work for you.
That is absolutely correct.
Knocked out of bounds on the inbounds play there by Selena. Kamiak try it again this time. See what they've got set up. There we go. Inbounds to Nora. Nora trying to make something. Picked up her dribble. Needs somebody to pass it to. Well, that time it didn't work for it. Alexa Morris drove the lane, got her shot blocked, ended up with a shot clock violation. Good solid defense by Snohomish on that particular play to get the ball turned over as they bring the ball up court against the full court press by Kamiak. And the trap on the far side did not work. And the Kamiak coach Brian Norman's hollering trap did not work, ended up being a foul. Foul was on number 10, Jamie Byrne. That's her first foul of the game. Snohomish inbounding the ball underneath the basket to Madeline Smith. Out front to Shaley. Back to Hannah, back to Shaley, back to Hannah. Bailey Armbruster driving the lane, and she's going to get to go to the line, I believe. No, baseline fouled before the shot. Bailey will bring the ball in underneath. High pass out to the top. Ball tipped away by Kamiak. Not keep it. Hannah got the ball. Bailey with a rolling shot up. Oh, that was not a smart play there. Margaret Slack had the ball, tried to find somebody to throw it to, and didn't find anybody to throw it to and threw it out of bounds. So trying to say that the ball didn't touch the rim, but they get a new shot clock according to the referees. They both agree. Shaley out front. Ball tipped away, tipped back to Shaley on a bad pass to the end. Over to Bailey, back to Shaley, over to Hannah, back to Shaley, over to Bailey. Moving it around, trying to get it inside now. Back out, there's a shot by Shaley off, way air ball out. Oh, that ball was saved very nicely by Madeline, but ended up in the hands of Kamiak. And I'm not sure why Jamie hesitated there on that drive to the layup, but she was going in hard and ended up getting fouled anyway, so maybe she expected that. She'll go to the line shooting 2 here. And that foul was on Hannah Bernson, her second. Jamie drops the first one in for 1. Drops the second one. 26-20 Kamiak, 5:16 to go in the game as they try to put the pressure on this full court. Oh, not gonna happen. Alexa Morris runs into Madeline Smith for an off-court foul. It'll be the 15th foul on Kamiak. Ball inbounds by Snohomish to Shaley. Shaley gonna work the sidelines and dribbled it. Oh, tipped it out of bounds. Almost went out of bounds with the dribble, but Snohomish again inbounds. Now Shaley's got the ball, going to come up full court, into the middle, makes it across, back to, I guess that's Morgan Loberg, number 10, off the JV team. I don't have a 10 on my varsity schedule, so.
Madeline had that. She tossed it in there to Madeline, and there was a little bit of a scuffle for it.
There's Shaley with a nice inbounds play, drive and layup. Missed it, got fouled on the shot. Shaley will go to the line. I like that aggression going to the basket there. That's what Kaylee said. She needed to get out of here. More scoring, more shooting, more scoring opportunities. So see if Shaley can capitalize on this. First free throw is up and in. Looks like she's practiced that a little bit. So Aaliyah Marrero coming in for Kamiak.
You know, I think that's why the sisters are good. You know, I was talking to a couple of coaches, and they said, you know, the biggest thing that these girls are, you know, any player as far as that goes can do is never let the ball out of their hands. Just have it all day. Dribble it, shoot it, sleep with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you got 2 sisters on a team,
yeah,
then
well,
you can play with each other.
Yeah, worked with 2 sisters, worked with 2 brothers, worked with 2 good buddies. I grew up playing basketball in the driveway every single day when I was a kid. So,
well, the thing about basketball is that you can practice that in the driveway. You know, it's kind of hard to practice football or baseball in the driveway.
Well, yeah, a little bit of baseball you can practice, but can't do much football in the driveway. So, a quick timeout there as the band rattles the cages here in this Panther den. We got Shaley on the line, shooting 2. Snohomish down 26-21. Off the front of the rim. Actually, that was the second of 2, wasn't it? Misses that one.
I think that was a well-timed timeout because she had to think about it.
Yep. Ball over here to Aaliyah Marrero. Back to Nora. Inbounds, tipped away. Nora not making a good pass, and Nora's going to make a foul here. That'd be 1-1, looks like. That's Nora's first foul, so it's number Hannah Bernson, 14. I couldn't see, she was turned on me there. She was going to get that shot. Katie Hamill for Kamiak, back in for Jamie Byrne.
Did you mention what we're doing tomorrow?
I didn't mention what we're doing tomorrow, but tomorrow we're going to be in the Bear Cave doing
Glacier
Grizzly.
Peak and who?
Marysville Getchell.
Marysville Getchell. And we will not have internet like we have here tomorrow night.
Well,
But
only if we're lucky, right?
And so, again, if you come watch us, we will do the best we can to get that up as quick as we can.
It'll be slightly delayed, maybe 10 minutes or so. Shelley with the ball. Snohomish trying to get something going here. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Bernadette almost throws it away. Shelley down close. A spin around, rolling move.
She got it.
By Bailey Armbruster. Very athletic move by Bailey there to get that to roll over the top of the rim and get it in, bringing the score 23-26. 3:44 left to go in the game. Oh, a nice pass, barely caught down there by Margaret Slack, but she got fouled going for a shot. And that foul is on little Bernadette, her first foul. She's in the scorebooks with some action at least. Margaret Slack missing the front end of that. Every one of those free throws is going to make a difference. Bernadette takes the bench, and Katie Brandville will give her a breather for the last 3 minutes of this game. As Margaret puts the second one up and in. Usually a pretty good free throw shooter. So far she's only made free throws tonight. So Shelley bringing the ball across the court. Over to Hannah. Back to Hannah. Inside to Madeline. Madeline is going to get fouled, so a pushing foul. Shooting 1-1. It's going to slow this game down quite a bit if we get these pushing fouls. Fouls on Katie Hamill, her second. Madeline's first foul shot misses. No harm on that foul, no score resulting. Kamiak across the court. A couple of cross-court passes down to the corner. Shot by Margaret Slack. She gets fouled on the shot attempt. Not a smart foul there by Shaley. So
Margaret
referee.
was a busy girl at the last game against Jackson, too.
She was very busy right at the end of it, and she's getting busy at the end of this one, too. She misses the front end of that free throw, though. That's not going to help the scoring column here any.
Well, you didn't use her name, though, so she should be able to make this.
There,
Oh.
she didn't make it. Ball was recovered on the rebound by Katie, who shot and got fouled. It didn't get called. And
What was that?
he's got something calling. Don Johnson called something here. Ball's going to go back to the baseline. I'm not sure what he called. Had the headsets on, so I couldn't read his lips or hear what he said. But Snohomish is going to inbounds on the baseline. So here we go. 2:55 left to go in the game. Snohomish up front. Over to Katie. Back to Bailey. Bailey trying to find somebody to give it to. Back to Kate. Over to Shaley at the top of the key. Back to Katie. Going to fire the three. Off the rim. Rebound. Underneath by Hannah Bernson, who tried to get the shot off and got fouled, and will go to line shooting 2. Snohomish down 23-27. 4 points with 2:38 left to go in this game. Running out of time. Hannah to the line. First one's up and rattles, drops. Good. Snohomish can use every single one of these. Bernadette Beeman back in the game for Katie Brandwald.
You know, I never get a basketball to drop when it rattles. It
And
always comes right
she
back
drops
out.
the second one. Got a 2-point game here as Snohomish in full court press. Kamiak beating it easy over to Margaret Slack. Handing back off to Nora Abelhausen. Back off to Margaret. Margaret's going to look to drive the lane and does. And lays it in. That's the kind of production you need to get out of Margaret if you're going to keep this game in the back of your pocket. So Shaley bringing fast up the center court. Cross court to Bernadette. Looking for some place to go with it. Hadn't got anywhere to go with it. Almost throws it away. Back out to Bailey. Bailey's trying to drive. Well, she traveled, but she's going to get called for a foul. Alea Marrero is going to get called for a grabbing foul. Maybe that's why she traveled.
Oh, I don't think.
So I looked like a travel. Katie to the line. See if she can close the 2-point gap here.
Where's all the kids tonight?
Don't know. Not many student fans from Snohomish here to this.
Is there a boys game somewhere?
There might be. I don't have the boys' schedule in front of me. Sometimes there's boys' games the same night as the girls' games. Katie misses the front end of that, off the rim, or the next one off the rim. And that ball was tipped out of bounds by Bernadette Beeman. It'll be Kamiak ball inbound. 1:59 left to go. 4-point lead here for Kamiak as the ball's inbounds. She's almost fouled, almost turned it over. Margaret Slack is getting teamed up here. Looks like it was timeout Kamiak. They were having trouble getting the ball up court here. Probably a good timeout called by Brian Norman here. 1:51, 4-point lead. Kamiak needs to get the ball down the court and score. Snohomish needs to get a turnover, get the ball back, and get some points on the board for them. Well, exciting here at the end of the game. Probably we wanted to get some Christmas stuff for next year. They probably still got some Christmas stuff left over there at McDaniel's on half price or 40% off or 80% off. Who knows what they are by this time of the year.
They'll have some good stuff there. You know, if you go in the front door there, right off to the right there, they got all that crazy stuff that they got in there that's good price. I always like looking through some of that stuff and seeing what they got.
You buy crazy stuff, do you?
Well, you know what I mean. Stuff that you wouldn't really expect.
You'll find a good deal. It's like going to Costco. You find something you want and buy that you didn't know you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see which one of these teams can hold it together here in the last minute 51 seconds as Kamiak inbounds the ball here in backcourt. Slight pressure by Snohomish, and the band still roaring on my ears on the far side. Kamiak gets it across center court, down to Margaret Slack. Double team, being banged around, double team. And she's going to get called for a travel, and should have been called a foul on Snohomish there, but did not happen. So a turnover by Kamiak, not what Coach Brian Norman wanted to have happen on that ball exchange. Shaley bringing the ball up fast to the court. Over to Hannah, looking for someplace to go. Back out to Madeline.
Ooh, she moved a couple of feet there.
A bad shot off there, tipped out.
Ooh,
recovered.
She gets it back.
Going to be no shot. It's going to be a travel or turnover against Madeline Smith. So back-to-back turnovers by Kamiak, turnover by Snohomish. Minute 19 as Kamiak inbounds the ball at the baseline. Snohomish on a full court press here, trying to protect that 4-point lead. She does a long pass down court, gets fouled by Bernadette. Yes, Don Johnson is going to call it. She's going to go to the line. She tried to intercept the ball, but unfortunately just ran into Selena Taylor. Selena has already made a couple of free throws tonight. Let's see if she can make a couple more. Make this a little bit more exciting for Kamiak. So the JV game goes down to the wire. Snohomish wins it in overtime. This game's going down to the wire. Still got a 4-point lead for Kamiak. As the first shot does not go, did not help, and there's going to be a pushing foul on somebody down there. I believe it's going against Katie Hamill. No, it's not going against Katie Keene. It's going to the line.
73 seconds left.
Foul was on Bailey Armbruster. I believe that's her 4th foul. Oh, it says it's her 3rd foul. I think it was her 4th foul. I had her for 3 already. And Katie Hamill drops that free throw, giving a 5-point lead. Minute 13 left to go in the game. Nora Arbelhausen steps out of the game, giving Alexa Morris a chance to finish this game for Kamiak. Miss Katie drops the second one. 6-point lead. Shaylee Harwood with the inbounds play down low to Madeline Smith. Back to Shaylee working across the court to Bailey Armbruster, down to Katie, inside, forced up shot, rebound by Madeline Smith. Nice effort by Madeline to get her own rebound and get the ball back up there. A quick timeout by Snohomish. 27-31, 4-point lead with 56.5 seconds to go in this game.
Who's getting the ball back?
Madeline got her own ball back after she shot it, made the second attempt, made the basket, so that put that 2 points in. So
Kamiak, Kamiak ball now.
Kamiak will have the ball inbounds at the baseline. 59 seconds on the clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock. 4-point lead. Kamiak needs to not turn this ball over. Needs to protect the ball, get it down, and at least not lose the ball before that 30-second time runs out. So they don't have to force a shot. They need to get the ball down court, keep control of it, and don't turn it over. At least run 25, 30 seconds off the clock to protect that 4 points. Snohomish, on the other hand, needs to try to get that steal as quickly as they can, and probably thinking about when to do the fouling. And coach will probably give them about, I'd say, 15, 20 seconds here to see if they can intercept this inbounds ball. They do not intercept it, probably go into the foul mode to see if he can protect some time on the clock and get the ball back with a chance to maybe get some three-point shots in here, make this thing work for him. Inbounds play is too late to be down. It's thrown, and it is a steal by Shaley, and she drives in, shoots her layup shot, and misses it. And the ball is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Kamiak. Kamiak needs to work a little bit harder on how to get that inbounds ball. You need to run right toward Margaret. Oh, coach calls timeout. So if
he
you
wants to give them an idea of where to do with that ball.
Yeah, well, you need to fake your defender out and run right straight toward the inbounds player, and she'll hand you the ball. Can't help but hand you the ball. and she has the ability to run the whole baseline down there if she wants to, so she doesn't have to stand in one place to do that. So I'm sure that Coach Brian Norman is talking to her about that right now, and what she can do and can't do, and what she needs to do. And got some things drawing up on the chalkboard down there. So
I don't know who those cheerleaders are cheering for, because we don't have very many people over there.
Well, it's cheerleading practice. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a few adults up at the top of the bleachers in the back. So probably more adults than students over there as I think about it. That'll be cheering in front of the band down there. That's where all the students are. Here we go, about to wind this down here. Let's see if Kamiak can get the ball inbounds. They have Margaret Slack doing the inbounds play. She's usually a pretty responsive player. Here's the ball inbounds right to her. Like I said, she ran to her, and she got fouled trying to get the ball away. I think that's Jamie Barron who's going to go to the line. Jamie, previously a good foul shooter, has 2 fouls shots in the books for her tonight. So didn't run a whole lot of time off the clock, down to 51 seconds.
Well, she makes either one of these, it's gonna.
Yeah, and we're in the double bonus, so she gets 2 shots. And yeah, see, that was they had her up for 4 fouls. I had her for 4, so Bailey is out of the game with that foul.
I told you, she's a competitor.
The clock watcher had the wrong number up on the board, but the scorekeeper had the right number. It rattles and rolls for Jamie. Jamie looking pretty good down there. Second one up's not going to go. Rebound recovered by Madeline Smith. Shaley bringing the ball up the court fast, trying to drive the middle, and does. All the way in, misses the layup. Rebound by Kamiak. Ball gets kicked away by Snohomish. Should be Kamiak inbound play. I think it's going to be a foul. I just thought it was out of bounds. Going to be a foul on Shaley trying to get the ball back after she missed that layup. She's not going to be a happy camper. She's going to have a hard time explaining that to Kelly why she missed that layup. As Margaret Slack goes to the line. shooting 2. Margaret has 4 free throws in the hoop there tonight so far. Let's see if she can get some more in. She gets 1 more in, bringing that lead up to 6 points, 39.8 seconds to go on the clock. Second ball in the air, drops it again. Margaret Slack coming on strong, as I said at the Jackson game last week, Todd. She comes on strong at the end when you need her. Madeline going hard to the basket. Got fouled on the shot attempt in there by Katie Hamill, I believe. That was Katie, White 42. That's her 4th foul. 30 seconds to go on the clock. 7-point lead. Madeline makes the first one, drops it back to a 6-point lead with 30 seconds on the clock. So
who are you saying should be our player of the game there, Ron?
Well, I'm not sure we have a really good player of the game. Madeline just made a couple free throws there, and she's one of the high scorers between her and Bailey.
Or what about Margaret?
For Kamiak?
Yep.
Well, I mean, that would be a good choice if we're going to go with Kamiak. Margaret's probably coming strong at the end there to win that game for him. If it looks like she's going to do it. So Ella Marino misses the front end of that free throw. 25 seconds to go on the clock. I can go down and catch her at the end of the game and get her with the wireless. She drops the second one of those, so it's 6-point lead, 23 seconds. Ball flies in hard off of Kamiak, out of bounds on the far side. It'll be Snohomish ball inbounds at the baseline there. So 6 points, 20 seconds. Need to get the ball inside to Madeline. Makes shot attempt and good. And another shot made and drops. So Shaley going to the line there, getting that 2 points. Katie Hamill's out with her 5th foul with 16 seconds left to go on the clock, as Aubrey Patrick will give her a break. 4 points on the line here. Shaley trying to make it 3. See what happens on this one. She drops it and makes it. Kamiak inbounds play. Kamiak has the ball inbounds, and the ball is stolen, but she went out of bounds. It's going to be Kamiak's ball in front of the Snohomish bench here again, down to 11.1 seconds. All you need to do is get the ball inbounds and hold it somewhere.
Boy, Shaley is a competitor, isn't she?
She is. And the ball is easily brought inbounds. Alina Moran, she's going to dribble it down to the baseline and almost ran the clock out before she got fouled by Shaley. Putting Aaliyah on the line. 4.7 seconds to go. 3-point game. Yeah, I'll try to get her. So, referee Jake Kahn over here talking. Oh, I guess because Shaley fouled out. Bernadette coming in for Shaley. Shaley's out of the game. As we have Aaliyah Marrero going to the line here. First one's up and in. Making it a 4-point game with 4.7 seconds to go. Kamiak just get out of the way at this point. Second one misses and drops. It's a quick timeout by Ken Roberts. First, Snohomish going to try to figure out how he can get 4 points in 3.8 seconds here. But seems like it might be a tough thing to do.
It seems a little bit problematic.
There's only one way I know to do that, and that's to get the ball down court, shoot that 3-point shot, and get fouled in the process and go to the line. You have to make the 3-point shot. You have to make the free throw to tie the game up and go into overtime. However,
the band is thinking that they want to start playing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear anything down there on the floor once.
Well, I could probably get her up here too if you want.
Bring her up here.
Might be easier than trying to do it with a wireless, you know. Get her, put her on that mic.
Bring her over here.
And put her on the mic.
Oh, put her on this mic though.
Go put her. Yeah, bring her up here and put her on this mic.
Yeah, bring it over here.
Okay. Well, we'll do it. Bring it up here. It'll be easier to. Well, I won't be able to hear any better up here than down there. I'll just be able to see her better.
Yeah, but we'll probably be able to shoot it better up here.
We'll take a look. I'll see where I can get her. And we'll find a spot.
Either that or get out there in the middle of the floor.
Bernadette inbounding the ball. It's a long pass down court to Katie. And it's not a three-point shot. The ball was blocked out of bounds. So ends the game here, 36-32. Kamiak taking the win over Snohomish here tonight in the Panther den. I'm going to leave it to you. I'll try to work my way down on the court there and see if I can get a hold of Margaret Slack. She's the player of the game for Kamiak, and get her back up to talk to me for a minute. Be right back. You got it, Todd.
All right, well, here we are at the end of this game. I'd like to thank our sponsors. And also thank Snohomish School District for allowing us to come up here and broadcast this game. We'll see if we can get Ron out there with the player of the game. Where is he? Here he comes. There he is. That's perfect.
All right, I'm down here with Margaret Slack. Margaret, strong finish for you at the end of the game there.
Thank you. Our team worked hard on finishing games and having composure at the end.
Well, I think you did a great job of it. I watched you play at Jackson last Saturday, and you finished that game strong too. This time you end up with a victory.
Yeah, that was good. Our team is really making a lot of progress. We're all working together.
That's okay. We'll get you in the camera and then get you up here out of the way so we can see this.
Are you kidding me?
All right, now we got you in front of here. So, what did your coach say to you that last time out down there?
He just said that we need to keep working together and play smart, play as a team, and that's what we did.
Okay, well, this is our Kathy Salvolino Player of the Game Award for you.
Oh, thank
Hold that
you.
up there, and we'll get your picture. And you're our STSBN Kathy Salvolino Player of the Game for tonight.
Thank you so much, sir.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Enjoy that victory.
Thank you. Have a great night.
All right.